Okay. We have another camera angle. And this is what we're going with today. This is how it's going to be all the time. For the most part. All right, welcome everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. Good old see you next Tuesday. Okay, I'm still adjusting to all my new movements, and everything might get moved again in a couple days. So we got some hectic shit going on over here right now, so just bear with me. I hope everyone's having a great day, like I just said. Wow, okay. General messages, people, we know this. Be smart, only take it if it resonates, and if it doesn't, discard. Ooh, got the North Node. I think yesterday the South Node came out. Or the day before. Aquarius. North Node. 6th house. It's almost like you're headed straight towards something. Unexpected. I feel like this isn't something that you necessarily know is going to happen. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Okay, give me this North Node, please. Whoa. Contracts. Whoa. Tower. Oh, my hair is hurting. You might be getting... Oh, your head might be hurting. Oh, God, my hair is so dirty. Oh, man. Now, why does your hair look the best when it's dirty? I have no idea. Okay. They have an accomplice. They regret something. Okay, so I feel like this is almost like somebody you paid like a service to, okay, it's like divorce. I feel like it's divorce. Okay, so if somebody is separated with somebody and had, what up everybody in the chat, had something really bad happen, Like your ex suddenly had an accomplice with them. They suddenly had somebody that they could fight against you with. Somebody is second guessing the choices that they made to tower moment you. I feel like somebody tower momented you. Maybe that's what the North Node is. They could have served you with like divorce papers or something, or all these allegations, these false claims that you did this and that you did that, and you're like, what the fuck? So they serve you with divorce papers, and then there's also some shit in there about allegations, stuff that you did. They're accusing you of doing things. And you know what? I drove by a church today, and it said, I saw that, and then a little thingy, and it said God. And I was like, you know how many times I've threatened my father and said, you know, like, someone's watching you. Like, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's God. I don't know if it's our ancestors. I don't know who it is. But whoever it is, somebody has got their eye on you, and somebody is watching you, and they know what you're doing, and they know all your little lies. They know all your little schemes. They know all I just heard pyramid scheme. So they know all your little pyramid schemes to try to get rich on top, you know, making others, standing on other people, right? To get rich, standing on other people to get things. They're a scheme. They're a scam. Okay. And I think they're kind of they're having a little change of heart now, because whatever, you know, maybe their accomplice doesn't want to aggressively attack you anymore. So now they don't have anybody to play with. They don't have anybody to do this with. So now it's not as fun without their accomplice, which I think is the Aquarius energy. Okay, I can't ignore when weed stares me in the face. Okay, and then I just heard, pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Okay, so something is going to go in your favor, because they went against God. Okay, God is just the analogy. They went against God. They went against something. Okay, and now they're regretting a lot of things that they did, because it's always a funny tower when you're not in it, but when you're in it, all of a sudden it's like, I'm gonna lose everything now. It's not so funny when the shoe's on the other foot. You know what I mean? It's like they watched you go through something, and now it's possible. Yeah, I feel like somebody put you through something, and you had to go through it specifically because of this person. And this was not something that you should have ever had to go through in your life. You know what I mean? Like, and then on top of it, you had to go through it because of somebody else, because of somebody else's bullshit, somebody else's karma, or the fact that they can't learn a fucking lesson. So now you got to go through it. It's like, wow, that is. And then lucky number 13 with great intentions. And I feel like, man, you're a very trustworthy person. You could be a part of God's anointed crew, okay? And something is sitting under the surface waiting for you. Okay, because of these false claims, there's some messages coming in. Okay, like, yeah, okay, they hit the home run first. Oh yeah, grand slammer right out of the park, and now you're up to bat. You know what I mean? It's written in the stars. See, there's that Aquarius energy. It is in reverse, because I do feel like they went against God. Okay, sloth in reverse. I mean, sloth is already a sin when it's upright, but the fact that it's inverted, an inverted cross, I feel like this person has a deep seated hate with you. Okay, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it brewed from. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they're regretting this hatred. You know, it's so easy to hate. It's the easiest thing to hate. It's, you know, what's hard is to forgive. It's to get closure. That's what's hard. Hating is easy. Hating is the easiest thing you could possibly do until it starts consuming all of you. Maybe that's why somebody needs to smoke some weed and fucking chill out, because you just dealt with Fat Boy. Okay? You just dealt with Fat Boy. 8 and 8 and 8, and this motherfucker's gonna explode, you know what I mean? It's time to move on. It's time for you to get out of this. It's time for justice to slap its big fucking dick down, okay? And break this fucking record that they've been spinning for way too long about whatever it is they're saying about you. Okay? Okay, so they're luring people in. Look at that big fat yes on the bottom of the deck, just in case anybody wanted to know if I was telling the truth or not. Okay, Spirit doesn't lie, and neither do I. But they definitely tried to lure you in. They attacked your character. They lured people into hating you. There's defamation of character here. They attacked directly who you are. Okay, directly, which means say, you know what I'm getting? Say you were gay, and like my tinnitus just started going off. Say you were gay. They attacked your sexuality. That would be a defamation of character. Like that's how far they went. That would be the analogy. Is you are a certain way. Okay, maybe you're pagan. Maybe you're homosexual. Maybe you're a swinger. Maybe you're just a free-minded, wonderful, open person, okay? And they just attack after attack after attack after attack. And you know what I'm getting is this show called Working Moms. And there's a character on that show. I don't like her. Her name is Jenny. She's the Asian lady. I don't like her. She is snobby from day one. I don't like her attitude. She thinks she's better than everybody. She's like a fucking accountant. Grow up, okay? But there's this part, okay, and there's this part of the show where she's dating somebody, and it's an open relationship, okay? They're not attached to each other. They're not exclusive. And he is dating other men. And she finds him out for lunch with a guy. And then she freaks out and she's like, you're not gay. Look at me. How can you be with me and be with a gay guy? Blah, blah, blah. And then so he totally shuts her down. He's like, fuck you. You're the smallest minded person in the entire world. I don't need you in my life, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes and talks to her friend about it, you know, like, this is what I did, and this is how stupid he is for not wanting me. And she's like, wow, way to go back to like 1980, bitch. Like, this is 2026. If you don't have an open mind about that kind of shit. And she's like, I'm homophobic. And her friend's like, damn right you are. Like, that's exactly what you are. Like, you're the only hot piece of ass around here, blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but everybody's shit stinks there, girl. And her fucking attitude and her, you know, it's nasty. And she starts to notice that people don't like her. And she thinks everybody likes her because she should be so popular and she's so pretty and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, not everybody thinks you're pretty. Not everybody likes Asians. Not everybody likes little people. Not everybody likes skinny people. Not everybody likes muscular people. People like what they like. It's all different. Okay. All fucking different. Okay. And she, you know, she attacked her boyfriend and she lost him because of it. Because she was so small-minded. Okay. So think of it that way of you're possibly dealing with somebody very, very small-minded, okay? And whatever it is that you're going off of, like, again, it says God's anointed. So it could be the fact of, like, you know, you read tarot, you connect with spirit, and they're like, there is no God. There is no that. How can you connect with things? You think you can talk to dogs. You think you can do this. You can't. You're just like us. You're normal. You're not anything special. Whoa, somebody is very small-minded. And this is your fucking identity. This is your identity. They want to be that small-minded about who the fuck you are. How is that even possible? Okay. So something fishy going down. Yep, I feel ya. Intense Pluto energy. Yeah, this is karma. See, the thing is that if you don't get rid of your small little mind on things, people are going to walk away from you. And when they walk away from you because you lose something that you really want, because you can't open your mind to the possibility that, I don't know, maybe there's more to the world than what you know, okay? But if your pride is super high, then you're not going to want to you're not going to want anybody to tell you anything that you don't already know, because you are going to feel like you know everything. And if somebody has to tell you about it, You're not going to let anybody know they told you about it, and then you're probably going to go run your mouth and say that you just learned that fact all by yourself. Okay, that's what pride does. That's how pride eats away at people, eats away at the fact that they are just like everybody else. Homemade with love. On the other top of the deck. Homemade with love. Krampus. Oh, damn. Krampus. I was scratching Krampus last night. He was itchy. I have him tattooed on me. What up? Is that JK Lovin? What up, everybody? Crafty Craft. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Okay, this is just a general message. Take it if it resonates. Okay. So we have Homemade with Love here and Krampus. It's like, are they trying to say that they made you from scratch? They made you with love. They made you with everything. And now they're asking you to leave? Or now they asked you to leave? Okay. Good job, Mom. See, this person hasn't had to work for their life. Oh, geez. They might never even had to pump gas in their life. Look at, they never had to work in their life. Look at work in reverse. Emotional as fuck, vampire. Okay, so obviously you're dealing with somebody. There is something fishy going down with money. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but if this person is refusing to work, they could be keeping something from you because they don't want to go to work. So they could be keeping like checks from you or something like that because they're cashing them because they're saying that they don't work, which means this person is forging your signature. Wow. Okay. Someone is forging your signature. They never really had to work for anything. That's the fought tooth and nail card in reverse. Like, they didn't really have to fight for anything. Everything was just kind of given to them. Okay. If they did have to fight, it was for a very small amount of time, you know, a year, 2 years, something like that, out of a fucking 60, 70 year span. Come on. Really? You struggle for a couple years out of 70? Give me a fucking break. Okay. I've been almost killed every single day my entire life for 40 fucking years. Okay. Like, I don't think I've had a breezy ride ever. Okay. So the old switch around here of Mrs. I don't have to work a day in my life and I can just go and assault people and get somebody on my side and get a little accomplice that's going to help me deliver karma to this person and put out all these false claims about them so that I can keep their money, so I can keep their checks coming. They're contesting your, I just looked at this right here. It says contesting wills. I feel like they're contesting your will. They're taking it to the judge. They're trying to get your money because they don't want to work. Work in reverse. This person's going absolutely nowhere with themselves. Okay, work in reverse, fuel in reverse, and this old switch around here. They expect something to be changed around. Not quite sure what, but they're expecting a switch around with something. Okay, they're expecting to get the fuel to do something, and they're not going to get it. Maybe all their accomplices, all the people that claim to hate you, maybe they've all fucking moved on with their lives. Maybe they've grown up. Okay, maybe they don't care about hating somebody anymore. So it kind of seems like it's possible. Yeah, look at it's possible that people have stopped hating you. They don't care anymore. You're yesterday's news. There's a new newspaper out now, and there's new people on the cover, and there's new stories. And who gives a fuck about you, right? God damn right. Fucking get you off of the cross. Okay, that could be also why the cross is inverted. Like, get me down off the fucking cross, you bitch. Okay? Because you don't want to work. You don't want to try for anything. You're going to just sit there and attack me, somebody who's working, somebody who's trying, somebody who is paying their bills on time, who is paying their own rent, who is making car payments and life payments. And right? This bitch wants to just switch it around like they're the ones doing all the work. There's the connection in reverse. I don't really think it's going to go the way they think. And you know I love to say that. So Collective's got a plan in their fucking little minds that thinks that they can do this. And what I'm getting from Spirit is you might be so far as to plan every single moment of your fucking day. But guess what? If that moment of your day involves fucking people over, stealing from people, you might just get cut the fuck off right in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Because guess what? There are energies out there. There are protective energies out there. There are boundaries. There are spells. There are curses. There are hexes. There are things that people do so then you cannot get around them and just take whatever the fuck you want, okay? Plus, like I said, old G boy is always watching, okay? And if it's not the old G, it's somebody that works for him. People are watching. Birds are watching you. Dogs are watching you. The fucking television is watching you back. Everything is watching you. And if you think you're not being watched, guess what? Take another sip of crazy juice, okay, and get used to it, because you're going to get fucking watched everywhere you go. I'm pretty sure I saw a cross, you know, those cross walkers for the kids? I don't know what you call them. They hold the stop sign and they walk across. Anyways, I'm pretty sure he was jerking off behind a tree today. I walked by and I was like, that looks like the motion of a man who's jerking something behind a tree when he's got a stop sign on the ground. Like, is he just waiting for recess and he's got a little time to kill? What the fuck? I saw it. In the 2 seconds it took me to drive by that motherfucker, I saw him doing something. And that isn't the first time I've driven by a dude and caught him jerking off in public. Okay, like, put it away. God. Be a little bit more discreet about it at least. Okay? I should have fucking recorded him, but again, I was driving. Okay, so look at this. Very interesting here with disease and panic. I feel like these people really are. Whoever it is you're dealing with is very diseased, whether they're diseased in the mind, conflicted in some way, right? Satan's fucking choice, something like that. They're panicking. They're panicking because, like I said, they don't have accomplices anymore. It's the tower has come. It's down. The game that they thought that they were playing, where they were winning, is done. They won that game. Guess what? It's a new game now. You don't get to just play the same game where you're winning over and over and over again. It's not a fucking infinite time loop. Okay, we didn't get an infinity loop here at all. So they can't just play the same fucking story. If anything, we did get the broken record, which makes me think that they can't play it anymore. It's, you know, if they're going off the same things that they said all these years, but yet you're not doing anything new. That's why I'm like, okay, good for you. You might have been a psycho in the past, or like really knew how to get into people's heads, but now you're not. So if you're nowhere around and you're not talking to anybody, what the fuck is this about? What's the record? What's the record spinning about? It's not the same record. How can you play the same record in a completely different time and space? It's not going to hit the same. People are going to know they're listening to a recording. It's not the same. It's not original. Okay? So I did look under yes, look at it, says a very positive outcome. Okay, and I do feel like this is going to be a positive outcome because it's the North Node. It's something, look at that. See that card flip out? Look at sickness. Okay, there's definitely disease, there's sickness, there's Satan's choice. You know, there's people that are just choosing to, instead of walk the high road, they're walking the very low road, okay? And they want to come and hit you again with something. Not sure what. It could be a restraining order or something like that. And you're like, okay, I haven't seen you. I haven't talked to you. I haven't emailed you. I haven't called you in what, months? Can't get a restraining order on somebody that's not doing anything. They can't just take the same recordings in and the same emails. I wonder if they're making shit up. If they are making false claims and attaching false emails, they will get slapped with obstruction of justice. Police will find out, okay? Because, yeah, you can make a bunch of fake emails, but the funny thing is, if they're not from the person who made them, i.e. from their IP address or an IP address that they would be attached to, and it comes from the IP address of the person who's claiming victim, and the IP address is their. Wow. Oh my God. Somebody, this is where justice takes a different turn for people. Because, yeah, they might go in and say some shit and get you arrested. You're going to be like, go right away. And if they make up some shit, if they make up some fake emails and some fake text messages and some fakeness, someone's going to do their job. Okay, and prove that it was not you that did anything. Like I said, we're in 2026 now, people. Okay, not 1986. You can get shit done a lot, but you used to have to wait like months and months for a simple DNA test. People get that shit now the same day. Okay, so Ace of Cups. And Dana Scully with facts. Okay, so facts have said there is definitely evidence to them toasting to themselves. Okay, for them choosing to raise the glass on how much they could fuck you over. They were very sick. This person is very sick. Okay, so basically, this is an affirmation for somebody out there, if it resonates, that somebody you are dealing with is trying to, I don't know if they're still trying or if the trying is over with, but somebody that put you in a tower moment because they were fat and greedy, they have been spinning a record about you for a very long time as to why possibly gluttony is here, right? They could have been saying, you take way more than what you need. You're the one that can't stop. You're the one that can't control themselves. And really, by them saying all this stuff about you, they're going, like I said, they're going against God. They're going against some very important people here. Okay, so, and the funny thing is remember I said, is God watching, or, how you go into things is your intention. And nobody can change that, okay? Because once the intention is set, whether it's not like you just make an intention to go to the store, but you're in a really good mood. So you're like, listen, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get the best shit. I'm going to come back. I'm going to indulge and have a great day. And then you're on your way to the store and something happens, something stupid, like kid runs out in front of you, you almost hit them. You run out of gas or something happens. You have to keep yourself in that positive mind. Because you've pre-planned it, your intention is to go there with a great frame of mind, and you are going to get there with a great frame of mind because you intentionalized it. Now, say some little skateboarder ran out in front of you or you almost hit somebody, that person could say, oh, you came out with all this rage. You came out trying to hit somebody. I know a asshole when I see one. And you're like, no. I set my intention with the universe. I said I was going to go to the store. I was in a great mood. I was not intending on hurting anybody. I was not intending on getting into this fight. That's not how I left it. That's not how I wanted it to go. So spirit knows that this is not my fault. Someone's trying to peg something on you. Okay? And they don't realize that your intention was already set. And they can't change that now because it's done and over with. Okay, probably years prior. So to think that they can go into your records, your Akashic records or your internalized records or whatever it is, and change the intention, I mean, I hope they're drinking when they think that they can do all this shit. Because, like, good luck, Chuck, you know what I mean? Because absolutely no fucking way in hell can they do what they think they can do. But again, doesn't mean that the devil's not going to try to get them to try. Oh, just try it out. Just try it. Just try it. You never know. It could work. It could work. Oh, the devil's a dick. And he's in all the details of everything that wants to fuck you. So remember that, okay? He doesn't fuck with, like, lubricant and nice, gentle music on in the background. He fucks to destroy, okay? So just remember that. When you think, hey, maybe I'll go team up with Satan and, like, attack somebody because I'm being stupid today. Don't fucking do it. You do that shit, I'm telling you, it's going to fucking bite your ass in the ass. And then you know what I just got? That Treadwell guy that got eaten by the bears? Why would Spirit just put that in my head all of a sudden? That motherfucker went out and studied bears for years. And what the fucked up thing is that he brought his fucking girlfriend out there and she had her period. I mean, how dumb are you? And then he talks all this, they're my bears, they're never gonna attack me. Fucking they're grizzly bears. They don't just, hey neighbor, not gonna eat you today because I saw you last year. How fucking stupid is that? Like, how dumb are you? Oh God, that guy was so dumb. I feel bad for his girlfriend. I mean, how stupid was she? Oh yeah, like that's a good idea. Let's go camping with bears in a tent. Because my boyfriend knows exactly what he's doing. He has bear spray. Ah. Anyways, let's not talk shit about the dead, okay? Which I'm not really doing, but I'm kind of talking shit a little bit. But because he's an idiot, if you're gonna be an idiot, sorry, but you're still an idiot when you're dead. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, today. You can't really see them that good. Oh, you can see I got my Cat's Eye gel nail polish in the motherfucking mail with this new light that cures like a G. And I did Cat's Eye. Oh, you can see the green. I'm obsessed, people. I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh. Where has gel nail polish been my whole fucking life? Nice tattoo. Will you marry me? While you're posing with somebody else? Good job. And no, I'm actually saving myself, I hope, for somebody who truly cares about me. But you never know. I might stay single for the rest of my existence. Who knows? I have a pretty damn good life, I'm not going to lie. I haven't used these cards for a while, so let's use these cards. This is one of my OG decks. I learnt off this deck way back in the day, and then I bought it again because I saw it. Oh, okay. Next message. Take what resonates and discard what doesn't, people. Woo. Okay, Fool in reverse. This is a little worrisome here. Fool in reverse and the Eight of Wands or the Eight of Swords. I'm like, is somebody trapped? They want to go, but they're trapped in some way. Yeah, I would say so. Whoa, my apologies. I'm drinking homemade Coca-Cola by this small Coca-Cola brewery, or I don't know what you would call that. I guess, yeah, you brew pop, I guess. I don't know. It is delicious. So much better than like Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Wow, it tastes way different. Okay. Wow. All right. Somebody is worried about something. Like really worried about something. Because they can't see. Okay. So somebody obviously that's in the chat right now or is going to watch this, is some type of high priestess and can possibly see the future, or just they can communicate really well with their guides and with spirit. They're really worried about something right now. Okay. And something about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like they're not going to get the money, or they're not going to get the job, or they're not going to be able to, ground themselves and stabilize themselves, right? They don't ever think it's going to come. Oh, where's this card just come from? Fool in reverse. No. Wow. Look at how much these look alike. And they're both in reverse. And that's the page of, or the Two of Pentacles. See, okay, so they think that, and then the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like, somebody does not think that something is going to work out for them. They think they're going to either need a second job, or you could be trying already to get another job. But Spirit is like, magic is about to happen. Okay, somebody from your past or something from your past is about to surface. And maybe that's what that's what you can't see. Is the magic that is like just about to happen. It's like near future, okay? Like, it's close. But again, because somebody can't see it, they don't know that it's going to happen. So they're holding on to all this money. Wow. That's incredible. Look at it. Goes from the Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, to the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody goes from like holding on to everything. Okay. Really tight. Even thinking about money. Okay. They're trying to hide money, to this Hierophant. I don't know if suddenly they could get married. This could be a contract. They could learn something. This could be school or something like that. And then boom, Ace of Pentacles. That's the seed that somebody is worried that they're not going to get. Ace of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles, both in reverse. Like, they really, I mean, I can't help but see the fact that she's holding on to that pentacle twice in both cards. Okay. And then in this card, they're going back and forth like nothing could possibly work out. So it's almost like, do I have to try to do something else? Like, somebody's just juggling way too much and they're not waiting for the results. You need to wait a little bit for the results. You need to just fucking chill for a minute. Let a couple weeks go by, and something like that. Ace of Wands with the Nine of Cups. And the Hangman in the World. Okay, and then there's the Moon. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Empress. The Lovers. Wow. Okay, so I can see why somebody's a little bit like, I don't really fucking think that this is going to work out for me, man. 9:11 on the clock, like 911, call the authorities. I'm going to lose all my money and I don't know what to fucking do. Okay, no, you're not, because another idea is going to come out. Okay, another idea is going to come popping out, something that you've been wishing for. And because you hung in with it, okay, Hangman, and somebody's got to duck something out for a bit. And I know that sounds redundant and I know that it sounds overplayed, but like, somebody has to duck it out. There's a reason why you have to go into Hangman energy, because you got to chill for a bit, okay? Which I'm guessing why this 7 of Pentacles is here. Okay, again, it always helps to know that like a 7 of Pentacles, you have to wait for things to grow. Okay, especially like fruit and vegetables and trees and shit. Like, you can't just plant them and watch and see them grow. Like, no, maybe with a time-lapse camera over a year, you're going to be able to see that motherfucker grow. But no, by watching it with your bare eye, you're not going to see shit grow. Okay, it's almost impossible. So maybe somebody has to, with the Moon card, realize that there is a veil for a reason. Okay, we are And we do have hidden talents and gems and hidden things that come out when we're ready, and we trust it. Okay. When we can trust the path. Like, have you ever driven around or driven down a road that you've never been down before? And it's kind of liberating, but yet at the same time, you're like, I don't know where the fuck this road is going to go, but trust it. Trust. Sometimes you just have to have a little bit of trust, because wherever this Ace of Pentacles, okay, it goes Ace of Pentacles, there's the Two of Pentacles here, the Four of Pentacles is here. And then it jumps to the 7, and then we've got the 9, and then we've got the Page, okay, and then the Queen, and then the Empress. I mean, how many Pentacles have just come out? Almost fucking all of them, okay? With this 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, what it says is that somebody goes from independence to some type of family grounded unit. See the size of that tree in the background? That's not a young tree, okay? That man right there, that's not a young man. That's an old man, okay? It takes generations to see results, okay? So the Empress with the Lovers. Now, that almost kind of says that somebody is ready to make a commitment with somebody, okay? Because maybe, maybe you're, okay, if you have been possibly like a little bit broke, okay, over this period of time, over the last couple of years or something like that, there could be quick money coming into you. And then a relationship happens. Okay, now whatever that relationship is up to you. Okay, because again, once somebody gets money, you wouldn't believe the kind of things that you start doing, right? You think about, okay, well, now I want a dog, or now I want a fucking bearded dragon. Okay, now I want a really nice car. Okay, we can get into commitments and go down lover's lane with a lot of different things that we are very fond of. Okay, so it's possible that somebody is going to get, because they allow something to grow and they stop picking at it and they stop trying to force it, right? They're just going to stop and let the sun do the job. Okay, because they planted it. So have trust in what you plant. Okay, have trust in your skills. Okay, something is massively itching me right now, and I don't know why. So again, I don't know. It's my veins are itching. So I don't know if somebody like something in their veins or something. Okay, you gotta give yourself time to clear that shit out, time to grow, time for the sun to do its job. Okay, same with, if you go on a diet or something, like, yes, it's awesome to start watching the foods that you're eating, but also maybe you want to add some physical activity in there. Maybe you want to try some new different things, so then you don't just rely on the diet to get you to where you want to go. We all know without exercise, I mean, diet will work, but not the way that you really want it. It's going to take things from places that you probably want. And it's, when you're working out and helping your diet, then you start to burn, okay? You start to create muscle, you start to burn fat, you start to look good, you start to feel good. But again, if you're starting to go to the gym or something, you need to give that relationship some time. You have to give yourself some time to get those results. Don't just start shooting steroids and get the quick fix, because honestly, I listened to this interview with Shia LaBeouf on this part that he played. I have not seen the movie, and I am not quite sure the movie that he was talking about or referring to, but there's a movie where he gets super jacked in it. And he says straight out, he names the drug that they put him on or whatever, the I don't know, the casting crew put him on. I don't know how that works, but like the director or whatever put him on these steroids. And then the guy was like, so, he had to work out. He had to eat. He was like eating all fucking day long, basically. And then the guy's like, the interviewer's like, well, what happened when he stopped taking them? And he's like, I shriveled down to nothing. And, like I dated two guys actually in the past that both I had to put needles in their ass for steroids. And one of them, honestly, he fucking raged out so bad he kicked the shit out of me one night. he claimed that it wasn't doing anything to his temperament. He was fine, blah, blah, blah. But he was sick of being small. And I thought to me, he was jacked. Okay. Like he was fucking beautiful looking man, but he just thought he was too skinny and too this and too that. And, you know, putting that steroids in his ass cost us our relationship. It also put him in jail for a very, very short amount of time, but it still did it because he raged out, you know, and he shouldn't have, right? And again, you know, the quick fixes, think about what it is that you want and manifest it, because magic is here, okay? And the things that we manifest, we have to keep, right? It's like if you manifest a front lawn, guess what? You got to cut it. Just like you manifest hair, guess what? You need haircuts, okay? Like you have to maintain things. But if you don't really want them, then you're not going to take care of them properly, right? So you have to keep the things in your life that you really want so then you can take care of them really well and not have too many things that then you just kind of start treating everybody, you know, quick 5-minute look over when before you used to do it for half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, you know, like just don't get sloppy. Okay. You know, because if it's something you really want, spirit is like, make it happen, but it's going to take some time, you know, like the seed has to be planted and it has to start to germinate and it has to reach the surface and then it has to veg for a little while. And then, you know, you can switch it into flower and right. There's things a plant that has to go through before it can just produce food for you in some way. Right. So, and then the ones that really duck it out, they get the real prize. I mean, look at I don't really know what these are supposed to specify. Like, is that just supposed to be leaves on top of the grapes? I don't really fucking know. But obviously this person's going to make a shit ton of wine. Okay. And they're going to make a lot of money making wine because they waited for the grapes to grow. And that could take a fucking, you know, I mean, grapes will start growing, you know, pretty quickly. I mean, they are a very small fruit. They're not, you don't have to put them on a tree, you know, like we talked about the tree and the other one, it's not like an apple tree, but even apple trees, I mean, they will produce, they're just not going to produce much. Fun fact I heard about apples, by the way, I don't know why I'm always going to bring this up, but if you have an apple tree and you only have one apple tree, okay, and it doesn't pollinate very well, it doesn't create a lot of apples, it's because it needs another apple tree around to help it pollinate. So apple trees actually pollinate off each other. They have to be different strains. So what you can do is you can take apple flowers from other plants and rub them on to your flowers on your tree, and your tree will produce like way more amount of apples than what it did before because it couldn't pollinate properly. So fun fact for you, apples do well in crowds, apparently. So, and I learned that from like an apple expert. So I know it's real. I know it's like a real thing. Okay, people, I'm not lying. Okay, I'm going to do one more reading and then call it quits. Thanks for the likes, people. 13. That's my lucky number. What up, Steven? Are you working right now? That's okay. I'm just glad you're here, buddy. Oh, I told you guys I'm rewatching Stranger Things. Oh, look at that. Look who's on the bottom. Whoop, whoop. Honestly, season 3 and season 4 are so excruciatingly horrible. I got through it, and now I'm back on season 5 again. And but I watched this time really how Eddie died. Oh my god, Eddie was like my favorite character, and he's in the show for such a small amount of time, and then he dies. I fucking love Eddie. Oh my god, Eddie's my new favorite person. All right, people, don't talk shit about Eddie or you're gonna get blocked. Okay, here we go. Last reading. Take it or leaves it. It's not going to be for everybody. Okay. Judgment. Ooh, there's Billy. Ooh, Ace of Swords. We're starting a new game. Ooh, the dice is yours. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Nancy showed up. Billy's here at Judgment. And then we have that like weird snake thing that I forget what it's called. The mind flayer. Do they call it the mind flayer? I think they do. All right, Ace of Swords. As we know, people, those are the Dungeon and Dragon fucking dice. And look who's on the top of the deck. Elle. Oh, man, she's gonna murder somebody. Okay, so we're starting a new Dungeons and Dragons game, okay? And our campaign... Ooh... Murray. Oh my God. How is Murray also becoming basically my fucking favorite? There's the Mind Flayer again. Shit. That's another ace though. Oh, it's a 10 of Swords. Okay. There's the Sun, Dustin. Oh my God. And Death. Okay. There's Barb. Okay. We need some characters to play the game here, people. Okay, there's a huge game going on right now, and we know this. You are playing against people. Okay, it's the game of life. This is what you're fucking dealing with, or AKA Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, now, somebody is going into their memories. Okay. And in their memories, you are lighting it up right now. Somebody is very, very drawn to you that you have memories with. Okay? They could just be making memories with you. You don't know. I don't know. But you're in somebody's memory. Okay? And the tower's about to come down. Because this person now is realizing how powerful you are. I don't know how. Maybe you just keep coming to their mind. I think you keep coming to somebody's mind. That's the Mind Flayer. You're coming to somebody's mind. You keep going to somebody's head. Somebody keeps bringing you up. It's like, I don't know, maybe they're seeing your name and then they're thinking about you. And like, maybe this is kind of weird for them because they haven't thought about you for a while, because they haven't played the game with you for a while. Maybe this is somebody you used to have like really good times with and, play Dungeons and Dragons for fucking 10 hours. I've never played that game, by the way, but honestly, it looks like a fucking great game I would get into. Ooh, my heart just started pumping. That's not a good thing, but anyways, my heart just did a little boop, boop, all of a sudden, okay? So maybe you're about to, I don't know, somebody's about to be a part of your game, and it's like the best game they've ever played in their life. Okay, it's exactly where they want to be. Okay, so this is when Dustin goes to the snowball, and he finally uses hair products for the first time. Because Steve teaches him how to do his hair. And he comes walking into that snowball with so much confidence. Like, he just radiates the whole thing. Like, he looks the best. By far, Dustin looks the best at the snowball. Okay? And he's just going up to girls, and he's asking them to dance, and nobody will dance with him. And then Nancy dances with him. Nancy sees that he's all by himself, and she dances with him, and she teaches him how to dance. Okay. And Dustin, honestly, he's so happy because he gets to dance with Nancy, who's like the high school girl, and like she's so pretty, and right, everyone was making fun of him, and now he's like, you know what, I got the hottest girl in the school, so fuck you, I don't really care. Right? I don't know, maybe, okay. you might be joining a Dungeons and Dragons crew. Okay, I don't know how else to say it. It'd be just like some type of community of people, I'm guessing. Okay, and it's like the best game you've ever played in your life. It's exactly where you need to be. Okay, this person, whoever has you on their mind, it's almost as if I feel like you're controlling them in some way. I don't know how, but you're very in the spotlight. That is you to them. You are L to them in some way. Very powerful person. You're like a superhero to them in some way. Maybe possibly people have never come to their mind the way that you do. Okay. You're like lighting things up for them. You're making them feel good again about themselves in some way. Okay. And they just possibly went through some type of really big transition themselves in some way. Almost like from the dark to the light, some type of journey of the soul kind of thing. Find the light, get out of the negative. When Barb dies, she's really sad. Like Nancy's getting on with Steve and she feels like the third wheel and people are making fun of her and then she dies, like it's so fucking sad. And I feel like maybe somebody, they died and maybe you're bringing them back. You're calling them back. Your light is making them happy again. Because it's like something to look forward to. Like maybe this is somebody you work with. Maybe somebody you work with is oh, now I'm getting, what movie is that? Oh, Crazy Stupid Love. And Kevin Bacon, he's an accountant. Wasn't I just talking about an accountant? And he's like, nobody gets excited to go to work. And he's like, but he's excited to go to work because he's excited to see her. And he's never been excited to go to work before. He's never been excited to roll the dice before, and start the game. Because, technically when you join an office, you're starting a game. Here it goes. Here's your first day. Right? You roll the dice and you just keep going. Every shift is just another day, another dollar, another, right? Until that game you don't want to play anymore and you quit and then you and you go and you fucking find somewhere else, Game of life. Okay, the game of life. But the thing is I don't like this 5 of Swords in reverse here. It seems like in order to get something, you need the right weapons. If you have to fight the Mind Flayer, well, I guess you wouldn't have to fight then. So you don't need weapons. Okay. So if somebody starts coming to your mind, and it's an X, wow, they are reaching out that they are a safe place. They are safe to think about. They are safe. There's safety around them. Okay, so if somebody starts to come to your mind, the person who's got all these memories of you, they're replaying these memories, and you might be thinking about them in some way because they're replaying these memories and they're looking at you in these memories that they might be coming to your head as well, right? That's kind of how telepathy works. You shine with each other, okay? Be very mindful of the fact that this person is not coming to you because they want to fight you. They're coming to you because they want to ride a bike with you again. They want to be on the same team as you again. Okay? And it's kind of like possibly a shocker. Maybe possibly something that you've secretly wanted for a very long time. Whoa, what the fuck? Wow, look. We have Temperance in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. And then fucking Joyce just showed up. And then the Lovers underneath that. Elle gets with Mike. Mike is right here, but he's in reverse for some reason. So maybe the guy is not communicating. Okay, maybe there could be something with this man's mother. The mother might be keeping you guys apart. She might be getting into his head. Somebody's mother might not like you. But they can't stop this as much as they want to. They can't stop it. It's just gonna ignite. And maybe they're just used to things going their way. Yeah, who's that? Again, Elle. Yeah, see, okay. This is Nancy's mom, Mrs. Wheeler, okay? And then there's Elle again in the High Priestess mode, but they're both in reverse, okay? Which means somebody does not actually have the power to manipulate somebody the way that they think that they can. Okay, and again, that's Nancy's mother. Okay, that's Will's mother. Two mothers just showed up. Okay, and she looks like she's going to kick some ass. And Nancy's mother in this scene, okay, is trying to pick up Billy like an 18-year-old. Okay, so who's the inappropriate one here and who isn't? Fucking nasty bitch. Okay, so with this High Priestess in reverse, like, knows that she can control things, she can see the future, she can see things happen. This person cannot. This person is very misguided. Okay, very misguided. So these two people have to keep their connection so then they can reunite. Well, actually, technically, it's not Billy, it's Elle with Mike. And that's his sister. Where the hell is Elle? There she is. This one. Okay. It's these two coming together. Okay. Literally, they're even on the right side. Perfect. Okay. So these are the ones that are coming together. And whoever this is, okay, they can't stop it. Because the connection is lit up. These people light each other up. They have a certain chemical reaction towards each other, you know? And something can't interfere with that, whether they try to or they don't. Oh, fuck. I forget her name now. God damn it, I can't remember everybody's name. Anyways, I love her. I'm going to remember her name tonight. Every time I forget when I pull these cards, I don't remember somebody's name. I'll watch it and then I remember. Robin! Rockin' Robin. I don't know if somebody just said that, but thank you if they did. Oh, look at that. Their Max just showed up. Okay, so Robin strategizes and Max kicks ass. Okay, so I really feel like these people, I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot that's going to be able to stop them from coming together. Because somebody's strategizing and somebody is ready to kick anybody's ass that fucking even tries to stop them. Okay, they will remove them. And, you know, you can't stop true love. Or whatever, you know, whatever it is. You can't stop you from doing something, from starting this game, from going to a safe place. Oh, man, I forget what this guy's name is, too, but he dies. I thought his name was Yuri, but his name is, fuck, I forget. Anyways, they're at the same carnival together, and they kill him because he's a secret Russian spy, okay? And he gets in this carnival. He has the time of his life. He has never seen happiness like that fair, okay? Honestly, once he gets his Slurpee, yeah, he's got a Slurpee in his hand, okay? The Slurpee, the cherry Slurpee is like his favorite thing in the entire world. And he goes to that carnival, And he's so happy. Okay, he thinks the thing is rigged, and then he wins all these fucking stupid stuffed animals, and like he just has the greatest time. Okay, and that's the thing is, I feel like there's going to be quite a celebration at the end of all of this. Okay, as long as somebody does not let Joyce go, because Joyce is, from the looks of it, going to kill somebody. Okay, so somebody maybe just has to keep their mother out of it for a little while. Okay, mothers do not have to know everything, especially if you're a grown-ass person. They don't determine or dictate who you love or who you should be with. Therefore, you do not listen. And that's what happens when parents tell their children not to do things. What do their children do? They rebel and they do it. If you guide them and support them and show them that maybe it's going to be dangerous if they do something, do you think they do it? No. But if you tell them not to do it, guess what they're going to do? Okay. Oh, and there's Bob, the Knight of Wands. Honestly, that's a picture that Will does of Bob. And Bob is the king. He just loves Bob so much. And, you know, honestly, I feel like this person might have kids. Okay, and you might be a really good addition to those children. They might really look up to you. And, you know, children are a wonderful gift and they're a wonderful thing. And if you get to be involved with them, then definitely, you know, try not to take that for granted. All right, because these children, just like their mother or their father, might really fall in love with you and really look up to you and really idolize you. And you might turn into their hero. Because this is the game you're supposed to be playing. It's the best game in the goddamn world. And whatever the fuck it is, it's between you and the universe. Okay, people? So, thank you very much for watching. And this is all collective readings, as we know. So take what resonates and discard what doesn't. And I will be back tomorrow, most likely, for either a pre-recorded reading or I will be here live. I'm not quite sure, but I will be around tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And catch you on the flip side. All right, people. Thank you so much, Stephen, for being here. And thank you for all my returns. Wonderful to see you. And I hope you all keep kicking ass. All right. See you later. And yeah.